You sat on the edge of my bed, 3 a.m. light. Voice soft like you were reading my obituary. You deserve someone who doesn't flinch at the word forever. I laughed but it cracked in the middle, cause the truth tastes like rust when it's gentle. You listed all the ways I'm gold, how I remember your coffee order, how I never yell, how I stay through the panic attacks and the silent spells. And you said that's exactly why I have to go, like love was a prize I won that you refused to hold. You keep handing me this trophy, engraved too good for the mess I am. I keep trying to give it back, but you won't take it, so here I stand. You say I deserve better, and God, I hate that you're right. I hate that I'm the kind of man who'd still choose you every night. I could've gardened sunsets, someone who stays, but I want your storms, your 4 a.m. ghosts, your half-lit face. Yeah, I deserve better, but better doesn't taste like you. But better doesn't taste like you. I tried on the future, you freed me for girls who text back, girls who plan, girls who shine. They smell like new books, and tomorrow you still smell like the hoodie I can't throw out, like rain on my fire escape and the last drag of a cigarette we shared at 19. They ask about my scars, I lie and say I'm fine. You put half of them there and kissed everyone goodnight. Tell me how to warm clean hands when yours left bruises I still trace. Tell me how to sleep diagonal when the left side still has your shape. You keep saying go be happy, like happiness is a place you're not. I keep thinking maybe broken is the only way I know how to want. You say I deserve better, and damn it hurts cause it's true. I could've peaceful, I could've proud, I could've mornings that don't start with you. But peaceful doesn't moan my name like it's a prayer. Proud doesn't cry in my passenger seat. Better doesn't know how I take my grief. Yeah, I deserve better, but I only want the worst to you and me. I know the math, you plus me, slow death by 1,000 almost, but subtraction never felt so wrong. I'd rather bleed out in your hallway than heal in someone else's arms. So keep you deserve better. I'll keep the dent in my chest where you fit. I know I'm worth whole galaxies, but I'm still begging for your broken pieces of it. One day I'll probably thank you for pushing me toward the sun, but tonight I'm on the kitchen floor, loving the only way I've ever loved anyone. Ooh, you were right, I do deserve better. I just don't want it if better isn't you. You told me my love came in like a flood, too heavy, too loud, too deep, too much. I spent months learning to tiptoe, turn the volume down on my heart. Or softer colors spoken, smaller words, try to shrink into someone you could carry. I apologize for needing, for wanting, for staying. You let me believe the way was a crime. I was sanding down my edges in the dark while you were quietly outgrowing the frame. I thought I was a storm. You made me feel like the rain was my fault. Turns out the house was just too small, and you wanted a bigger view. You didn't leave because I was too much. You left because I wasn't enough, not shiny enough, not new enough, not the version you woke up craving. All this time I was trying to be less. You were looking for more somewhere else. Too intense was just the kind way of saying I stopped being your favorite flavor. Found the messages when I borrowed your phone. The ones where you laughed, he tried so hard. Like effort was pathetic, like devotion was a joke. Like the man who memorized your silence was suddenly small in your eyes. You used to trace my hands like they were scripture. Now they're just the hands that held on too long. Funny how too much and not enough live in the same sentence. When someone's done, I was dimming every light I had so you could sleep easier. You were already packing for somewhere brighter. You didn't leave because I was too much. You left because I stopped being up. Not exciting, not mysterious, just familiar, just safe, just home. I thought love meant staying through the fade. You thought love meant trading up when it did. I was the comfort you outgrew, not the chaos you couldn't handle. I folded myself into origami for you. You unfolded me and said this shape doesn't fit anymore. I guess some people aren't afraid of intensity, they're just bored of loyalty. Call it whatever makes you sleep. Too clingy, too serious, too real, but we both know the truth now. I became background noise and you wanted a new song. I wasn't too much, I was just not enough to keep you. I'm done being less. Next time someone says I'm too much, I'll believe them. We drew our years on the back of receipts. Two kids with cheap coffee, making cities out of dreams. You said Paris in the spring, a dog that looks like you. I kept every scribble note like they were coming true. You picked the painful walls we never touched. I booked the tickets months ahead just because. You laughed and said slow down, we've got time. I didn't know you would draw the line. I was folding my whole life to fit inside your hands. You were quietly unfolding other plans. You left me holding blueprints of a life you don't want anymore. Floor plans and promises scattered on the floor. You said he fits your future better, like I was just a draft. Now I'm measuring empty rooms with a heart that's cut in half. You met him at the right time, wrong life. He's got the job, the timeline, the 5-year wipe. I still taste the ring I never bought on my tongue. Still hear you saying one day like it wasn't already done. You packed in silence, left the photos on the wall. Said keep them if you want, they don't mean much at all. I watched you walk away in the coat I gave you last December. You kept the warmth, left a memory for me to remember. I was building us forever within my bare hands. You were looking for someone who already had the land. You left me holding blueprints of a life you don't want anymore. Street names we invented, kids we swore we'd afford. You said he fits your future better, cleaner lines, straighter path. I'm still here tracing doorways that will never be walked through. Funny how we'll see turned into never so fast. How the house we almost built is just smoke in the past. I still set the table for two out of habit some nights. Then remember you're decorating someone else's life. You left me holding blueprints moments that are starting to fade. Ink runs when you cry on the plans you once made. Go be his chapter, his timeline, his answered prayer. I'll fold these dreams into paper planes and let them fall somewhere you aren't there. The dog would have been named Milo. You always liked that name. Guess someone else will call him home now. Third time this year I left the porch light on. You showed up shaking, mascara on my shirt by dawn. Same story, different bruises, same I swear it's the last. I made you tea, held your hair, never asked about the past. You slept curled like a child on my couch again. I cover you with the blanket that still smells like when we were almost something before he called at 2 a.m. And you looked at me like sorry and left before the sun came. I was steady, he was thunder. I was quiet, he tore you under. I never raised my voice, never laid a hand. You said calm, felt boring next to his brand of man. I was a safe house, you kept running back to the fire. Offered slow mornings, you wanted nights that leave scars. I gave you peace on a plate, you chose chaos in his arms. Every time you came back broken, I pat you up just to watch you run to the flames again. I learned the rhythm of your relapse like a sad Lofi loop. You text, I miss you, when his fist found something new. I'd open the door, no question, same spare key under the mat. You whisper this time I'm done, while packing to go back. You said I made you feel too seen, too soft, too real. His kind of love left marks you could finally feel. I was background music, he was the scream you understood. You said sorry with your lips on mine, then chose the worst one for good. I was the exhale, he was the choke. I was the harbor, he was the smoke. I never burned you, so you never believed I was alive. Funny how pain feels more honest than being treated right. I was a safe house, you kept running back to the fire. I had the steady hands, you wanted trembling desire. I was the place that never hurt you, so you never stayed. You needed storms to feel the rain, I only ever gave you quiet days. Last time you left, you didn't even take your hoodie. It's still on my chair, like a ghost that understood me. I washed the blood out of your t-shirt months ago. Some stains stay anyway, guess we both know. I was a safe house, you finally burned it down. Chose a match over the man who would have died to put it out. I hope the fire keeps you warm when the high wears off. I hope his hands feel like home when they're wrapped around your throat. I changed the locks this morning, left your hoodie on the curb in the rain. If you come back looking for shelter, the light won't be on again. Be careful what you mistake for passion. Some fires don't warm you, they just burn the house down with you inside. I should have never said you two would get along. I brought you into the room like I was proud. Look at my people, look at my girl, look at us now.
You laughed at his jokes before you ever laughed at mine. I thought it was safe, thought the lines were still defined. We'd stay up talking on the fire escape till dawn. You and me, legs swinging, making plans for when we're gone. He was inside asleep on my couch, 3 beers deep. I didn't see you watching the door when you leaned in to kiss me. I handed you my whole world under a silver platter. Never thought you'd choose the one I called my brother. I introduced you to my future. Now you're holding his hand in it. I drew the map to my heart. You took the scenic route and ended up at his address. Funny how the person I trusted most is sleeping in the bed I built for us. I gave you my favorite person. You gave me the view from the outside of love. Now group chat's quiet, nobody knows what to say. He texts you good bro, I leave him on red for days. You still wear the hoodie I left at your place. He just thinks it's cute, doesn't know it's my ghost on your waist. I see the photos you don't post yet, the almost. Your head on his shoulder in the stories you save for close. I taught him how to love you, every secret I let slip. Now he's using my playbook and I'm the one bench. I was the bridge, you burned it to keep each other warm. Now I'm just the ashes you both try to ignore. I introduced you to my future. Now it's movie nights without me. I showed you the cracks in them, you filled them with your light. I showed him the way to you, he never gave it back. I'm the one who lost 2 people in a single heartbeat. I gave you my favorite person, you made him yours instead. I still hear you laughing in my kitchen, only now it's at something he said. I still reach for you in my sleep, only to remember the space moved on without me. I introduced you to my future. Now I'm a footnote in both your lives. Hope you're okay, like I didn't hand you the knife. I guess some people build homes and some people just open doors. I opened mine for both of you, and you all through together, leaving me on the porch with the keys. Next time I love someone, I'll keep my friends in another city. Some introductions are just slow goodbyes in disguise. Last January you were curled on my chest, saying I just got out of something, I'm not there yet. I nodded, kissed your forehead, turned the volume down. Told myself patience is a kind of love too. You needed space, I gave you continents. You needed time, I froze my life in increments. Heavy, I'm not ready, I swallow like medicine. Thought healing you would finally let me in. I was your soft place, your maybe later. You were already circling yes on someone else's paper. 6 months, 6 damn months from I can't do this yet to a ring on your finger. 6 months from I'm scared of serious to forever with a stranger. You were broken, you were browsing. I was the clearance rack you tried on for size. Now you're glowing in white and I'm still stuck on the night you said I'm just not ready. Turns out you were just not for me. I saw the proposal on your story at 2 a.m. Knee down, fairy lights, the smile I waited years to win. Same mouth that told me rings freak me out. Now wearing one like it was always the plan. And you used to flinch when I said one day. Now you're picking funds for save the days. Funny how fear of commitment only applied to the man who wouldn't leave. I was your training wheels, you got the version that could ride. I taught you how to be loved, then you took the lesson and changed your mind. 6 months, 6 short months from I'm not built for promises that I do. 6 months from ghosting my future to building his with you. I hope the diamond feels heavy when you remember whose heart you practiced on. I hope forever tastes different when it isn't the one you swore you weren't ready for. I still have the screenshot, I'm just not in that place right now. Sent exactly 6 months and 12 days before you said yes to him. I guess timing really is everything, and I was just the wrong cloud. 6 months was all it took to go from never to always with somebody new. 6 months of me learning to live without you, while you learned how to plan a wedding. I hope he never finds out he wasn't your first choice, just the first one after me who asked at the right time. Congratulations, I guess you finally got ready. Sorry it took leaving me to figure out how.
We stood under the same street light that watched us fall. You in that old denim jacket, me try not to cry at all. You said I'll text you when I land like it was any other trip. Then you rose on your toes, barely brushed my lips. 2 seconds, maybe less, your hand on my chest already pulling away. No linger, no squeeze, no I don't wanna go. Just the softest goodbye you could give without lying. I felt the whole future leave with your breath. You felt nothing but the weight of your suitcase. You kissed me like it was nothing, like turning off a light you won't miss. I kissed you like it was everything, like the last page of a book I dog-ear and live in. You walked to the curb, waved once, door shut. I stood there tasting the rest of my life on the mouth you just closed forever. Light as air, heavy as every morning I'll wake up without you. I still slow motion it when the room gets too quiet. The way your hair caught the wind, the way you didn't look back twice. I count the milliseconds your lips stayed. 1 Mississippi gone, I replay it in grocery lines and showers at red lights. Searching for the frame where you hesitate, there isn't one. You practice that kiss in the mirror, probably casual, kind, clean. I never practiced letting go, so I'm still here, lips frozen mid-return. You kissed me like it was nothing, like closing a tab you barely drank from. I kissed you like it was the only thing, like oxygen I've been saving for this exact second. You smell like coconut shampoo and new beginnings. I smell like the house you wouldn't come home to. Light as air, heavy as the silence after the car pulled away. People keep asking if I'm okay. I say yeah, it was mutual, it was time. They don't know I have a 0 pray 8-second clip burned behind my eyes on permanent loop. Your mouth on mine, soft, quick, gone. The last time you ever touched me, and you didn't even make it count. One day I'll forget the color of your eyes when you lied. One day I'll stop tasting that kiss in my sleep. But tonight I'm still standing under that street light, waiting for you to come back and do it right. Kiss me like it's something, kiss me like it hurts to leave. Kiss me like I matter instead of like air you didn't need anymore. Why is it funny? Funny. I still can't breathe. Gave you every corner of my chest. You took the couch and left the rest. I built a world inside my ribs for two. You just needed somewhere warm to cruise through. Late nights, I was tracing all your scars. You were scrolling half a heart, worlds apart. I said forever like it meant something true. You heard for now, and that was enough for you. I was burning, you were yawning, I was all in, you were borrowing. Every kiss I meant with everything. You just liked the way the quiet felt with me. You were comfortable, I was in love. You were settling, I was dreaming us. I gave you oceans, you just dipped your feet. I was home to you, you were never home to me. Remember when the power went out in June? We lit candles, I swore I saw the moon in your eyes. You laughed and said this place feels safe with you. I didn't know safe was the most you'd ever try. I memorized the way you fall asleep. You never noticed how I couldn't breathe. Every good night from me was a plea. Yours was just routine, 11:03. I was bleeding, you were cozy. I was praying, you were dozing. Thought the silence meant we're healing. It just meant you stopped pretending. You were comfortable, I was in love. You were passing time, I was giving blood. I mistook your calm for death. You see, I was home to you, you were never home to me. Now I'm sleeping diagonal across the bed, trying to fill the space you left. You'll probably find feet up, TV on, same couch, new show, same song. And I hate how I still check my phone for a name that never meant to stay long. You were comfortable, I was destroyed. You found peace, here I lost my voice. I hope the quiet keeps you company, 'cause I was home to you, and you were just a house to me. You were just a house to me. I really thought you'd move in someday. Guess I was the only one unpacking.